Dilma Rousseff beginning her presidency in 2011. The country's first woman president, a former oil minister and chief of staff to her predecessor, President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva. Lula, as he's known, had hand-picked her as his successor. He was the most popular president in Brazil's history, and millions of Brazilians were more than happy to follow his advice. And with the country's leftist Labour Party, Rousseff had credibility. She's a former guerrilla fighter who had been imprisoned and tortured in the 1960s during Brazil's military dictatorship. For most of the first 3 years of her presidency, Dilma Rousseff enjoyed relatively high popularity. The economy was growing, albeit slowly, and the government continued to lift millions of people out of poverty. Relations with the US were often strained, particularly when revelations emerged that Washington's National Security Agency had targeted Rousseff's mobile phone. Relations with China seemed stronger. China is Brazil's biggest trading partner, and Rousseff is a major proponent of the BRICS grouping of Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. But domestically, things have been going less well for the president. In June 2013, widespread protests erupted across Brazil, not directly against Rousseff, but against generally poor public services and corrupt politicians. Rousseff went on national television to say she was listening to the protesters' concerns and even agreed with them. But the episode marked the beginning of a decline in her popularity.
One thing both Dilma Rousseff's friends and allies do concede is that the president is by no means a natural politician.
She doesn't have charisma. I mean, she's not like Lula. Lula has a great charisma, speaks very well in public, right? She doesn't have that. She does not communicate very well. She doesn't have charisma. She's like a technocratic, type, and that doesn't help her at all, I think.
Stephen Gibbs, CCTV, Rio de Janeiro.